Barca fans, are you fuming? Marc Guiu, our very own La Masia wonder kid, is packing his bags for Chelsea. We're talking about the kid who scored a winner on his debut with his first touch. This is unbelievable. Chelsea's just stockpiling talent. They don't even have a plan for them. Look, I get it. First team chances were slim with Lua around. But Chelsea, couldn't he have gone literally anywhere else? Chelsea, meanwhile, has been on a spending spree. They've snatched up young attackers like Omari Kellyman, David Washington, and David Datro Fofana. Is this a master plan to build a team of future superstars? Or are they simply collecting talent with no clear vision? Honestly, I was pretty disheartened to read that. I loved every time I saw Marc Guiu play. Dude is fast, puts in effort, tall, intelligent, and of course a La Masia kid through and through. He'll do really well from what I understood of him, and I wish it were with Barca, but such is life. He'll turn out to be a miss for sure. The more I watch him, the more I feel like that. If he were playing at Man City, half of the people would appreciate him. Chelsea got a bargain at $6 million for sure. If he flops, it's a chump change for him. But if he even turns out to be a squad player, it's a jackpot in this market. Chelsea has 5 other young strikers and are eyeing Alexander Isak and Jonathan David. Not sure what they told him, but I don't see him playing. If they get even more strikers, he'll barely play or be put on loan, but he's set for life money-wise. After replacing Fermin Lopez in the game, Guiu scored the game's winning goal with his very first touch to make history as Barcelona's youngest and fastest debutant to score in La Liga at the age of 17 years and 291 days. The match was against Athletic Bilbao. There is 1 year remaining on the Spain Youth International's contract with the team, though, and there has been much conjecture over his future. Is there a plan? Guiu appears to be the next victim of Chelsea's talent hoarding fetish. Why is the club recruiting another teenage striker just days after signing Aston Villa's Omari Kellyman? Last year, the Blues spent £15 million on David Washington. The team also paid a large price to recruit David Datro Fofana. Where's your strategy? Guiu is undeniably talented, but Chelsea's assault resembles a crowded youth hostel rather than a perfectly structured squad. The first team is in desperate need of an experienced center forward, but the sporting directors appear to be focused on filling the squad with strikers who are barely old enough to have a strand of hair on their chins. Development is destined to stall in such a packed atmosphere. Fofana has previously undergone 2 unimpressive loan periods. Washington has primarily played for the young squad. Guiu's history suggests he could be just another name on a never-ending shopping list. Chelsea needs to stop hoarding potential and instead nurture it. Otherwise, this latest acquisition could be another irrational buy in a strategy that values quantity above quality. When the news first came out about him leaving the club, I wasn't surprised at all, because I think it's going to be very hard for him to be in the starting 11 with Lewandowski and a $60 million signing, Victor Roque, who barely has any game time. But I was surprised that, out of all the teams available, he decided to sign for Chelsea. No disrespect to Chelsea, but that team is a mess. They just signed a bunch of youngsters with no real plans. Not to mention, he signed a 6-year deal with them. I'm not sure how he's going to do if things don't work out at Chelsea, and he still has 5 years left on his contract. But I hope all the best for him. Do you guys think Chelsea is the right choice for him? Good for him. Wish him the best. There was a good chance he could have made it onto the first team, but no guarantees, so he decided to take the higher payout and go to a foreign country. I'm sure it wasn't easy for him to make that decision, but when money comes calling, you have to answer. No use in feeling some sort of betrayal. It's just life, you know. Let's hear your thoughts, Barca fans. Was this the right move for Guiu? What's Chelsea's plan for all these young strikers? Will any of them actually make it big at Stamford Bridge? Hit that like button and leave a comment below. Let's keep the conversation going.